So many people love that movie, but for me, playing that character was just like, I think I just blanked that movie out of my brain, by the way.
I feel so unfulfilled by the roles that I played and felt like it was the most just like cheesy, embarrassing.
You were so uncomfortable making the movie that after the movie was done, before you had even seen it, you wanted to hit the director, Paul Thomas Anderson. You wanted to hit him in the face.
No, I didn't want to hit him in the face. I just wanted to hit him.
When the camera rolls, not every performance comes from passion. Some come from pressure. Roy Scheider may have starred in one of cinema's greatest thrillers, but his return in Jaws 2 was far from voluntary.
But I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody at this table, that that's a shark. And I know what a shark looks like because I've seen one up close.
Locked into a contract, he was forced to come back, even though he hated the idea and clashed with the director.
Jaws 2, was that a decision you had to wrestle with, whether or not you wanted to do the sequel to...
I didn't have any choice. I was contracted.
Oh, okay.
It was not my choice.
Okay.
Although I thought it was a reputable film. The only thing that's hard to believe is the shark was still looking for me.
From the jaws of obligation, we moved to a dinosaur movie so bad, even the star wanted out before cameras rolled. Whoopi Goldberg's role in Theodore Rex didn't start with excitement. It started with a legal mess that left her no choice. After trying to back out, she got sued and was forced to do the movie.
He's a dinosaur!
Look up. As long as we're partners, why don't we make the best of it, huh?
You're a dinosaur.
From a dino disaster, we head to a serious actor stuck in a movie he couldn't stand despite award buzz. Burt Reynolds took Boogie Nights because he needed the money, but he hated almost everything about it.
It just wasn't my kind of film. You know?
Right.
So I
the
thought
subject matter of making pornographic films and all that made you uncomfortable.
It did. It made me very uncomfortable.
I'm told that you were so uncomfortable making the movie that after the movie was done, before you had even seen it, you wanted to hit the director, Paul Thomas Anderson. You wanted to hit him in the face.
No, I didn't want to hit him in the face. I just wanted to hit him.
He didn't like the story, didn't get along with the director, and didn't even watch the finished film.
I heard at the time that you didn't even want to see yourself in Boogie Nights. Have you seen it yet? Have you seen
I haven't seen it.
You haven't watched it?
No, I don't want to see it.
It's fantastic. Come on. You could come to my place. We could watch Boogie Nights and get comfortable.
I might do that.
Okay, all right.
From adult films to forged signatures, our next star landed in a thriller he never agreed to. Keanu Reeves didn't choose to play a serial killer in The Watcher. Someone forged his signature on the contract. Instead of getting into a messy lawsuit, he went along with it even though he hated the role.
No, don't play hard to get. This will be fun.
Following this coerced thriller, we shift to a comedy that turned into a creative nightmare. Mike Myers didn't want to play the cat, but a lawsuit backed him into a corner. After dropping out of another project, he was forced to do this one instead.
Oh, man.
There's nothing to worry about. I'm sure they still taste fine. Yeah, they're horrible. Who wants some? Come on.
From a grumpy cat to a reluctant prince, our next actor couldn't connect with his royal role. Orlando Bloom didn't want to play Paris in Troy. He thought the character was weak and nothing like him. But his agent pushed him into it, saying it had a big emotional moment.
So many people love that movie, but for me, playing that character was just like, am I allowed to say all these things? I didn't want to do the movie. I didn't want to play this character. The movie was great. At one point it says, Paris crawls along the floor, having been beaten by somebody, and just holds his brother's leg. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. And one of my agents at the time said, but that's the moment that'll make it. And I completely fell for that line of an agent.
He gave in, but later admitted he wished he hadn't. He even joked he tried to erase the movie from his memory.
Do you love me, brother? Would you protect me against any enemy?
I think I just blanked that movie out of my brain, by the way.
From a reluctant prince to a rising teen star who never wanted the spotlight, this next story hits even harder. Jeanette McCurdy didn't want to be an actress. Her mom pushed her into it from a young age.
Stardom was never your dream. Whose dream was it?
My mom's. I think she
wanted me to have a better life than she had, but I also think her approach was very unhealthy and informed by her own lack of self-work.
Even though iCarly made her famous, she felt unhappy and trapped the whole time.
I resent my career in a lot of ways. I think like I feel so unfulfilled by the roles that I played and felt like it was the most just like cheesy, embarrassing. I did the shows that I was on from like 13 to 21, and by 15, I was already embarrassed. You know, my friends at 15 weren't like watching this show. They're not like, oh, cool, you're on this Nickelodeon show. It was embarrassing.
She eventually quit acting and said it was never really her choice to begin with.
I was working on a Netflix show at the time, and I said, I'm gonna see this show through to whenever it's done, and then once it's done, I'm just gonna take a break. And that was my way of kind of just saying, I'll follow through on the commitment and then just let life kind of lead me. The show got canceled, and I said, okay, now is the time when I'm gonna quit. I called my agents and managers at the time. It was a very quick conversation.
From childhood fame to superhero shame, our next star was pressured into a role that got everything wrong. Deadpool fans may rejoice now, but Ryan Reynolds' first take on the character was anything but joyful.
Wait, is that you? Stryker finally figured out how to shut you up.
Pressured by the studio to accept a wildly inaccurate version, he was told that if he didn't do it, someone else would.
Did you get the part because you were sort of already attached to Deadpool, or was that a total coincidence?
Yeah, it was. I was already attached to the Deadpool movie. We hadn't at that point written the script yet, but you know, that came along, and it was sort of like, play Deadpool in this movie, or we'll get someone else to. And I just said, I'll do it, but it's the wrong version. It was Deadpool wasn't correct in it.
He hated the changes, but went along with it. The result? A Deadpool no one liked, including him.
I had fun with the beginning stuff. I felt like that was pretty appropriate for Wade Wilson. The latter half is where they sort of called an audible at the last minute and just changed him to this guy with his mouth. So if you watch the movie, you'll see it's partly me playing it, and then I just was like, I can't do this. And then they have another actor play.
From a silent superhero to a soldier stuck in a contract, this next star tried everything to say no. Channing Tatum didn't grow up dreaming of playing Duke in G.I. Joe. In fact, he tried to turn the role down multiple times. But because of a contract he signed early in his career, the studio made him do it anyway.
I'll be honest, I hate that movie.
You do? Why do you hate that movie?
I hate that movie. So I was pushed into doing that movie. So from a movie that, from Coach Carter, I actually, they signed me for a 3-picture deal.
But do you have no option to say,
no
hey,
option.
In other words, you're doing this. You're doing this or
we're going to sue you.
Right. Yeah.
And finally, we wrap up with a star who had to skip a superhero role to do a movie she didn't even want. Emily Blunt didn't want to do Gulliver's Travels, but a contract from an earlier film forced her into it.
Oh no! The Bluffusians! Do not kidnap me! Please do not kidnap me!
To make things worse, taking the role meant she had to turn down playing Black Widow in the Marvel Universe.
You were offered the role of Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to turn it down because you're so f***ing busy that you were doing Gulliver's Travels at that point.
No. I actually do want to clean up the story on Gulliver's Travels. I was contracted to do Gulliver's Travels. I didn't want to do Gulliver's Travels.